And we continue. Whoa, hey, Yennefer, wait up.
What now?
Now we pay a visit to Ermien's laboratory.
Oh,
Didn't
really?
know we'd been invited.
Because we've not been.
Well, I mean, I'm sure she knows what she's doing.
Take it Ermien won't be there.
That's right.
And what's the purpose of this visit?
We're looking for an object. The Mask of Ouroboros. We'll need it.
For what? I mean, I'd like a little bit more to go on than that.
Need this mask.
Oh, I shall. In due course.
Take it you'll decide when.
Correct.
Things I do for women.
Footsteps.
Is this whole thing the lab?
Shh. Guards. Hide behind the tapestry.
Sparrows chip, while starlings chirp.
What do jackdaws do?
Jackdaws caw. Goldfinches warble, and cranes whoop, whereas peacocks screech. Hawks scream, larks trill, and doves, they coo. That's all of them.
What about nightingales?
All right, nightingales croon.
I would have waited a little bit longer than that.
That was close.
Oh, you kids. I could just start stealing stuff.
This'll be tough to open.
Surprises never end. See the ravens?
I do now.
Not to.
Ermien's spies. An indication that we're near his laboratory. I also sense a clear magic aura. Come, there's a ledge outside this window. We must pass along it.
Do the crows not already see us? And that's gonna be kind of hard to do in your long flowing gown there.
Seen uglier sights in my life.
Geralt of Rivia, being romantic.
What? Who? Oh, okay. Okay. Am I going on ahead? Glad that window just opens like a door. Coming in? Okay, I'm just going ahead now. Oh, nope, there you go.
Amazing how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Especially a druid. Must be a real nature lover.
Huh.
Looks alive.
Interesting.
Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
Interesting that there'd be a bunch of taxidermied animals in a druid's place.
100 loose and arrow if you saw that in the woods.
Then again, maybe druids in the Witcher universe don't work quite the same way druids in Dungeons and Dragons do.
A basin of water.
For teleprojection, a reflection of Ermion appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it.
Interesting. What up with all this dust? Or mist or whatever it is. Okay. Okay, I saw the Igni sign above that brazier, and for a second I thought that I was able to burn the taxidermied wolves.
Are you alright?
Cut myself. The door's locked.
Really?
The animals. They're alive. Yen, watch out. Monsters. Can feel them coming closer. They're everywhere.
Oh boy.
Strange. Smells of mushrooms in here.
My mind is
Oh, is she fighting with me?
What's happening?
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermion's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
Must have looked strange.
Your years of vigorous training at Kaer Morhen finally paid off. Bested nearly all the stuffed beasts in here.
Please.
Fine. We've passed the trial of taxidermy. The door stands open.
Ass.
Let's go inside, Geralt.
Oh gosh, I actually tore them apart, that is. Can I examine?
Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
Really, he's gonna say the same things.
I'll lock the entrance. We don't want to raise suspicions.
Surely no one will notice all the...
Our dear druid's laboratory. We must search it thoroughly. The Mask of Ouroboros must be here.
all the viciously torn apart taxidermied animals.
Wondrous world of insectoids. Ritual plants. Ah, what do you know? Raymond Marlove. A biography enhanced.
Gosh, I want to take the books, but I don't want to take them, you know, because I don't want to arouse suspicions. What? What the? Why can I?
Dwarven triple mead.
Okay, screw it. Let me read the stuff.
Goes in for light reading, too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi.
Alexander Ho walked down the long corridor, delighted at the sounds of debauchery pouring out of the rooms, drowned out by the sound of his footsteps. The long-neglected brothel floor creaked and moaned, as though the wood regretted being witness to the lecherous scenes fed to it by the house of ill repute standing in the very center of the pride of the northern cities. Ho had been generously remunerated for this visit by the wife of a silk merchant. She had long suspected her husband of dabbling with loose women during his working hours. The case had seemed simple enough, banal even. A cheating husband, how many similar affairs had he unraveled? The worst was that his employers never truly wanted him to bring irrefutable proof of their husband's guilt. On the contrary, in their heart of hearts, they always hoped his investigations would prove their husbands model citizens, and their suspicions wholly unfounded. This time, it truly did turn out that the woman's husband was no whoremonger, despite the fact that his trail led Alexander to a place in which fleshly pleasures were bought and sold. The door in front of which he stopped, following the instructions he had received from the gnome at the entrance, had a small plaque with the number 16 on it. Unlike the other rooms, this one was enveloped in an unsettling calm. Ho turned the doorknob and pushed the door open, and what he saw behind it far exceeded his worst expectations. Oh, not cool. Come on. How are you going to cliffhanger me like that? Tales of the Wild Hunt.
Skelliger's tales about the Wild Hunt.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the claws of dead men.
Where'd it go? Oh, I'm smart. The island folk of Skellige, like many nations of the north, hold a series of beliefs about the Wild Hunt as recorded in legends, myths, and fables. This horrifying phenomenon is said to herald the coming of war and misfortune. Characteristic of their tales, and distinguishing them from their continental versions, is that the islanders imagine the Wild Hunt not as a cavalcade of wraiths galloping across the night sky, but as a ghostly longship. The vessel, called the Naglfar, is said to be built of the claws of dead men. For this very reason, superstitious Skelligers remove the nails of their dead, expressly to prevent them from being used to fortify this ghastly ship. In many legends, the Naglfar sails out of Morhog, the land of chaos. Interesting.
Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist. A goat carved out of linden wood, signed to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
Aw. Hello. Wait, what?
A sword in a stone. Thing's begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
What? Wait. Is it? I'm confused.
Ermion's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
Cone.
Pine cone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
I mean, aren't all pine cones female, technically? Isn't it the female part of the plant? Why am I taking these things?
A child's skull.
Okay.
Look at this. A detailed map of the northern kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
If you say so.
Looks like Ermion places something in the statue's hand.
Oh. I mean, it seems obvious.
So, statue, how about a skull? Guess you're no indecisive prince.
Well, how about that?
How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes. Huh. Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Aw.
Ermion enjoys jests achieved at the expense of a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here.
But what about the pine cone? Do I still have the pine cone? I have the pine cone and the skull still. I want to see what he would have said to the pine cone. Oh well.